All right, Mike's hot. Great. Hey guys, GriffinOni here, and welcome to another live stream. Tonight we're going to be playing some Pokemon Scarlet. It's been a few months since I did anything concerning Pokemon Scarlet. Kind of leading up to Pokemon Legends ZA, we were kind of doing a casual playthrough of Pokemon Scarlet, and I had been pretty much in a similar habit with Scarlet as I was with ZA, where I was doing Scarlet streams when I either had nothing else to do, or in this case, I had some extra time. And I think for the immediate moment, I'm pretty much done with Pokemon Legends ZA. That isn't to say that there's no chance I'll stream any more of it, but at this point, if I want to stream any more of it, there needs to be new content, which, given what we know about Pokemon Legends ZA, it's very likely that we will do some more Legends ZA in the future. What's up, Elliot Pack? But I think at this point, ZA has mostly run its course for now. So we're going to step back and we're going to go to Pokemon Scarlet. And again, just kind of have some fun. Just chill out. Continue on with our casual playthrough of Scarlet with the Switch 2, with the nice resolution and the speed and all that, and take advantage of the extra time I had today, because I was working on episode 68 of the Heart Gold Let's Play, and you'll be seeing that next week. But what's important is that I've gotten 68 done, so we're gonna take advantage of our extra time and get right into things. So let me just do a quick little bit of setup, because I need to get my source projector up and running here, as always. Let me pull up a couple more windows. I want to be sure I'm able to kind of keep track of everyone. Nice, thank you for coming by. All right, let me just be absolutely certain that there isn't any software updates. There shouldn't be, but it's always a non-zero chance of these things. Okay. Go ahead and pause. I'm pretty sure I had the volume set to where it was earlier, so I think all things considered, we should be good. Yeah, we should be fine. If the game volume does prove to be a little too loud, feel free to speak up and I will adjust accordingly, but I'm pretty sure we're good here. It's got to give it a second to kind of kick back in. All right. There are, as always, mass outbreaks coming around. Oh, God. I just realized that there's no good way to put this. I've gotten slightly spoiled by Pokemon Legends ZA, because in Legends ZA, you did not have to actually like actively pick up items. You could just kind of do so passively just by walking by them, but it's not the case anymore. So I do have to go back to manually obtaining items, which is fine. So I think with that said, let me just get readjusting for controls. There we go. So we have some outbreaks here. We've gotten all of our stuff taken care of. Now I just need to actually deal with the kind of the main points of conflict here. I am curious to see what the outbreaks are, though. So, nope. All right, so you give me a second. I'm sorry. Here it says destination. There we go. I at least want to see what the outbreaks are, because you never know. We might find a shiny Pokemon. And as always, it is worth our time to do that. All right, let's go. Toad School. Interesting. So let me take a look and see what Dexter has to say concerning Toad School and see if I actually want to pursue how to get shiny. I'm pretty sure I do not have a shiny Toad School, but let me see if I want to go for this. All right, National Dex. Okay, Toad School is easy enough to find if it is shiny, so let's rock. What do we have up front here? Ah, yes. Josuke, with your horrible position here. Let's bring you up front, buddy. Yeah, Toad School is pretty easy to spot out among its peers if any of them do end up being shiny. That is the annoying thing sometimes, is that you do sometimes find Pokemon that are just like so impossible to distinguish from their normal forms. Especially in this game. This game is a bad habit of introducing Pokemon that are like that. Not uniformly the case, but there are a lot of Pokemon that are like that, unfortunately. Oh, that's a, yeah. That's what I'm looking for. Nope. Oh, hi, not many Sword and Shield steers these days. More ZA shiny hunting. That's fair. This is actually Scarlet version. This is not Sword version. I'm just taking a break from ZA for now. I feel like the game has kind of run its course on my end, and I just want to be sure that I'm just doing something that I enjoy at least a little bit. Because again, I've done everything in ZA. Well, not everything, but pretty much everything I want to do. There will likely be another event in the future that will warrant me coming back to ZA, and I definitely will cover it when we get to that. Because we still have not confirmed how precisely to get Mega Garchomp Z. And people are speculating that that might be an indication that Volo might come back. Hey, we're not gonna lie, I like Scarlet about it too. Yeah, I do like Scarlet. I will say, like, after playing Legends ZA and coming back to this, I'm like, okay, they definitely did improve in some respects when it comes to the visuals. But this game also does still run very, very smooth. Ah, so Scarlet is overrated. Underrated. Okay. Yeah. No. Scarlet definitely. It definitely improved once. Once it got to the point where it ran well. I think that was kind of the #1 issue with Scarlet Violet, because I think that the story. Nah, it's all good. I think the story is excellent, but it's just one of those things where it's hard to appreciate as much when you're running into like technical problems and like a good chunk of time lost just from sheer lag. I think that's the biggest problem. Just things did not run well. Love how your goal against capitalism. Well, of course, naturally. It is that which represents capitalism. Oh, hello. going for Toad School yet. Not till we see a gray boy. Or we see the population dwindling. But right now, it's only just now starting to go down. So we're still good for a little while. Do highly encourage you all to be sure to click on the links provided by my handy Nightbot. They're all relatively useful and helpful in their own ways. So I encourage you to follow me on specific sites if you want to kind of keep up with what I am doing, or in this case with the Nightbot, watch me on Twitch as well. I'm rolling on the floor for real. I ain't sarcastic, sorry, let's that way it ain't. Nah, you're all good, man. I believe you. Capitalism is funny when it is not doing people harm. The only problem is if you're yes. Sadly, you're right. All right, let's route them out. All right, that Skidoo just went over the edge. Just walk past like three just to deal with one all at once. That's ridiculous. Now, personally, because like some of the things that they introduced in Scarlet and Violet, kind of weird. One of the things that was weird is Toad School, because like they wanted to be like very clear about this, that it's not a regional form, it's just a Pokemon that happens to look like Tentacool. And they use a whole like different categorization for it, and it's just like, why can't it just be regional Tentacool? Especially now in this country. Okay, that's what politics one day. Yeah, it's all right. Gotta go. Hit this tired. Thanks for entertaining. Well, I appreciate you coming by. I really do. Hope you have a good night, man. Hope the channel goes well. Same. Bye. All right. Let's move on. Let's go. Just trying to be observant. What's up, Rookity? Do I have Rookity? Yes. I mean, I have Rookities aplenty in this game. All right. Alright, we're definitely restoring the natural order of things to this area, but that's not what I was trying to do. Nope. Not gonna deal with you, Knackley. Come on, you. No one wants to give me that gray boy. Damn. Flippin' lit, Leo. So grab that. I haven't gotten a lit Leo before, so. Well. Not in this game, anyway. Not in this version. Okay, I'm gonna throw a quick ball just because I don't have a Toadstool just yet. Just want to get that dealt with. Okay. Alright, Toadstool's been added. I will say one thing I do really wish that they just kind of keep as a mainstay in like Pokemon series moving forward, regardless of whether or not it's a Legends game, is the little sound that plays when you encounter a shiny Pokemon. That just needs to stick around because it's so helpful. And the Dunsparce here. I actually noticed in Pokemon Go they actually have changed. They've changed the deal with Dunsparce, so now Dunsparce in Pokemon Go can now properly evolve into the Dunsparce, which that sure is a thing you can do. I don't necessarily think it's a bad thing, but I just don't think it's a great thing either. Certainly not something that warrants no attention. Okay. Sorry, I'm used to different... You acclimate to one specific control scheme, and then that's all you know. Okay. Okay, here's what we're gonna do now that I familiarize myself with my situation. Okay. So let's actually deal with the let's deal with some plot related things today, shall we? Let's fly to the Poco Lighthouse. Sorry, something that just popped up. Okay, you know, I don't have time for this. You got plot to do. There we go.
Fable is trying out something.
Alright, seriously, you beat me here? Well, this is the lab. Used to come here to play all the time when I was a kid. There'd better be a good reason for calling us here like this. Let's find out. What's up, Mega Lucario Z? Everyone always says she's some kind of genius. Absolutely brilliant as a Pokemon professor. My mom, that is. But let me tell you, as a parent, she's the worst. All she ever does is work. She never comes home. I don't have a single memory of her even playing with me. Her own kid. The boss Stiff's the only one who was there for me, always. Anyway, it's open now. Go on in. I just want to get this over with. Put them pre-rendered cutscenes with the scuffed shoes. I need your help. I don't have a voice in this game. I am currently at the deepest point of Area 0 in the great crater Paldea. I have been researching the unique Pokémon here for a very long time. I'm asking the two of you to lend a hand to help carry out the final step of the great Professor Sada's glorious research. Final step? But there's something we need first. Something that can be found within that lab. What we need is the Scarlet book. Wait, do you mean this book? Ah, so you took it from the lab, did you, Arvin? This expedites things. Bring the Scarlet book to the deepest depths of Area 0. I promise that it will be an experience worth treasuring if you come. I must know, however, that Area 0 is both home to vicious Pokemon and outfitted with powerful cybernetic security systems. It seems to me that you must struggle if the two of you were to enter alone. You might struggle if the two of you enter alone. You may take the time to gather some reliable allies before you come, if you feel the need. I'll be awaiting you in the deepest part of Area 0, whenever you arrive. Area 0. That place is bad news. It was down at Area 0 that Mabasif got wounded in the first place. Down the great crater Paldea. In all honesty, I'd be perfectly happy to never see that place again. Are you gonna go? Of course I'm gonna go. How am I gonna advance the plot? I suppose she did ask. And I can't just stand by and watch while a friend heads off into danger on his own. So I guess I'm going too. Besides, I love to give a mom a piece of my mind. Alright then, GriffinOni, outside! We're gonna have a Pokemon battle, see if we're really ready to head to Area 0 or not. Mostly see if I'm ready or not. Let's go! Alright. Head out. Nothing else to do in here. Okay. Let me do this real quick. Because I'm pretty sure I'm not fully healed. Yeah, I'm not. Alright, let's go ahead and heal up. Alright, what do we got here? Really, Garchomp cannot learn Dragon Dance. Fascinating. Figure it would be able to do that, but I guess not. We're gonna bring Gabrias out to the front here. All right, you ready for a battle, GriffinOni? All right, let's do it. Excellent. You ready too, right, Mabasif? Yeah, Mabasif says he's ready. You're battling with Mabasif? Okay, yeah, I can see why you'd be worried. But my buddy here is burst with energy. You'd never know he was so weak just a little while ago. Won't leave me alone. Always whine at me, want to battle you and your Pokemon. It's been so long I nearly forgot, but he always did love to battle. Even if we always lost that student council girl, the battle fanatic one. Anyway, my point is there's no need to worry. We're branding. All right, we're branding Arvin Boatsa. Are we feeling audacious or maybe herbaceous? Let me give you a taste of what we can do. All right, here we go. Champa Trainer Arvin. All right, both my. All right, sorry, I really was not paying attention. That's entirely on me. Okay, let's go Dragon Claw one more time. All right, Toad Swirl's up next. That is a ground grass type, so let's switch and make it X. Flamethrower. Oh right, does have Spore. I forgot. It's a great move. Like, honestly, it really truly is a great move because Spore never misses. Well, it has 100% accuracy, which unlike the rest of the sleep moves, it's like because it's not a thing with other sleep moves. Other sleep moves are typically very inaccurate, like 55 or less in accuracy. All right, we can do Josuke. Really? How's Toad Swirl faster? All right, Scovelin, that is a fire grass type. Yeah, I think we'll keep Josuke in. Guess my better judgment. There we go. Scarlet is such a like mid Pokemon. It really truly is. All right, Garganacl. I'm pretty sure Josuke can withstand that too. What's up, Wishbell? I too like Pokemon. Oh, we're so lucky that it just barely withstood that. New follower, Treasurado has followed me on Twitch. Thank you very much. All right, Masquerada got, well, wants to learn new move, wants to learn Leaf Storm. Probably not going to get rid of the Storm. Hey, how am I doing today? I'm doing well, Josh. We're playing Pokemon. That's always a good thing. I got very far ahead of my editing today, so I wanted to be sure I took advantage of the extra time. Oh, let's go, baby. That's pretty impressive because Cloyster is really good physical defense. So just dealing with that is real nice. All right, Mabostiff is up last. I will have Meowscarada to take care of this one. Josuke's given enough, I feel. Oh, right, doesn't intimidate. I Flower Trick. Pretty sure he's also going to terrestrialize his Mabostiff, if I remember correctly. Let's say we're full recover the glow up. Time to terrestrialize Mabostiff. Oh, critical hit, and it only did that much, huh? Oh, we are so lucky. Void his attack. Absolute king right there. Let's go. Alright, that takes care of that. Arvin is no more. We're so close, my boss. So close, but GriffinOni, thanks, little buddy. Dang, this is the strength of someone who could take down those Titan Pokemon, huh? Yeah, much I hate to admit it, I do think we're gonna need some more support. The Pokemon Area Zero are super strong, and there are all sorts of weird machines there too. I'd say we need at least 2 more people. Somebody with some champion rank level skills. And somebody who can deal with crazy tech. Maybe Penny? Huh? Never knew we had someone all tech savvy like that here at school. But I doubt someone with those skills would bother helping us unless she owed us. Or at least liked us. But, well, we gotta do what we gotta do. Whoever you think would be a help, just try getting good with them. We'll see if we can get a team together. Get in touch and make progress. I'll do the same. Alright, that first Path of Legends is complete. Now I just need to deal with the other 2. And fortunately, chat, the sun is getting lower. Oh. I thought I heard a gimme go up here. You are not what I was looking for, sorry to say. Okay, we are fully restored. So let's do this. Let's go back to the academy. Because we're getting close to it being nighttime. What is my opinion on chicken nuggets? I do like chicken nuggets. I don't have chicken nuggets that often. Because I'm more of a just kind of going on my way for fried chicken. I prefer like the larger chicken tenders too. If I do get chicken nuggets, I typically don't get them. I don't get them at McDonald's. I think they're just the McDonald's chicken nuggets is just a little cheap. And then there's Arby's, who threw steak nuggets into the equation here. All right, I'm not sure if this particular... Okay, I'm pretty sure this does count as nighttime, so let's rock. Time for your champion encounter number 2. Sup, GriffinOni? Clive? Yep, that's my name. Actually, no. It's time for me to bring this little performance to an end. Allow me to reveal my true identity. Ha-ha! I do apologize for deceiving you with my disguise. In truth, the boy you knew as Clive was none other than the director of Naranja Academy, Mr. Clavel. I already knew that. What? But my disguise is perfect! Although, now that I think about it, I did neglect to keep up my youthful act on a few occasions. That must have been what gave me away. Weird question, but what's your favorite Lycanroc evolution? It's weird. So first of all, the short answer is the Dusk form. The orange one that combines kind of the day and the nighttime. I would love the nighttime Lycanroc form more if it functioned differently, because you look at like the nighttime Lycanroc and you think that you're getting like a really fast sweeper, but no, the nighttime Lycanroc is actually like a very slow, very defensive Pokemon, which is fine like conceptually, but it's just like, but why do that though? Why can't it just be why can't it be a fast sweeper? So I think I like the Dusk Lycanroc just a bit more for that. Glad we're on the same page here. Alright, let's see. Regardless, there is still one more astonishing truth I must reveal to you. The true identity of Cassiopeia, the big boss of Team Star, was me all along. For real? Honest to goodness. When you heard Cassiopeia over the phone, that was actually a pre-recorded voice. I pulled it off using one of those high-tech gizmos. Oh yes, it was very clever. So, Master GriffinOni, now you know I'm the big boss. That means there is just one thing left to do. Face me in one final showdown to decide it all. Alright, time to fight Clavel. He's sending out Harambe, as always. I'm Cassiopeia of Team Star. With this battle, I will finally bring Operation Starfall to an end. Alright, let's go. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. Go for another Dragon Claw. I like the little cry from Garchomp as it does its thing. And now Garchomp is asleep. Literally level up in its sleep. Let's go. Alright, sending out Obama Snow, switch into Megan. Or Megan X. What's up, Ernest? Yes, Obama Snow snow warning, which is not hail, it's actually snow now. Because God forbid we just take chip damage from weather that deals chip damage. Alright, Gyarados, switch in Zip Zop. AK Belly Bolt. Oh. Oh, Belly Bowl took that like a champ. Let's go. Alright, Gyarados is out. Alright, Houndoom's up next. I would switch in Garchomp, but Garchomp is asleep. So, let's do this normally. I love that these kids are still standing around here just being like, yeah, it's snowing in the middle of the night, in the middle of probably summer for them. So, all right, Thunder Fang, please don't paralyze. Good. This we might be able to set up with Aqua Step. Okay, Poltegeist. We can go ahead and bring up Poltegeist. Set up with another Aqua Step. That's right, it does do that. Okay, it is burned. That is a bit of a problem. As long as Aqua Step can do enough damage in the second hit, we should be fine. Hey, sorry, 10-minute wave's annoying. Yeah, no worries. I appreciate you being patient about that, Treasure. I've just had too many incidents in the past of just bots following and then they just spam my chat, so I just needed to kind of be certain here that I'm not running any issues. Can I please battle you? Game Gods, we're not going to be doing that today. Main thing we're kind of focusing on is just kind of clearing out the rest of this plot stuff here. Another time, perhaps. All right, Meowscarada is up next. Yeah, I get it. All right, thanks for coming by, Gaming Goddess. And yeah, Treasure, again, I appreciate your patience with that. To think that Cassiopeia would be back to a corner like this. Yes, you, Cassiopeia, who is so technologically advanced. It's so technologically advanced, I'm not even going to bother Terrestrialize. I'm just going to set you and your Pokemon on fire. Oh. It actually got up a hit first. Cool. Credit where it's due. It did get up a super effective hit. Alright, now my Meowscarada leveled up for that. How strong you've grown. Well now, Master GriffinOni. It seems you've grown quite splendidly over the course of your treasure hunt. And here, once again, I must apologize. I am not actually Cassiopeia. Though Clive and myself being the same person was no lie, mind you, Cassiopeia's true identity remains hidden. But I believe I can hazard a guess as to who they may be. That is why I sought to spare you from having to confront them in battle. Their sorrows should not be yours to bear. However, Cassiopeia has settled on a course of action and is determined to see it through. I do not imagine any ordinary student could hope to stand against them and win. So I challenge you to a battle to test your skill. If you had lost, you would have fallen to me to bring down Cassiopeia. Such was my resolve. But it turns out you are as strong as you are kind. If anyone has a chance at saving that poor child, it is surely you. As an educator, it shames me to burden one of my students with such a task. But please, defeat Cassiopeia, take on the big boss of Team Star, and win. Yes, sir. But please, defeat Cassiopeia. Oh, thank you from the bottom of my heart. I leave this in your hands. You there! What do you think you're doing? What do you care? Ah, Miss Time, a pleasure to see you. It's no pleasure at all, Mr. Clavel. I come here to investigate reports of an illicit battle on school grounds, and what do I find? Why, the director of the academy himself, facing off against one of our students, no less. What were you thinking? No, if I could just explain. You see, it is a rather sad tale. Oh, spare me. Your excuse of reek worse than a stunky's behind. A stunky's behind? Got him. Ahem. Remember, the big boss asked us to meet them in the schoolyard after dark. I'm counting on you, Master GriffinOni. You'll write a letter of apology to the students and faculty at once. And I'll be reporting this to the chairwoman of the school board. Make no mistake. Good gracious, no, anything but that. I implore you. Alright, I am once again fully restored conveniently, so let's just press on. I am not interested in any classes. I want to go to schoolyard. And now it is time that we have some epic battle music, because I do love this fight that we do next, mainly because of the battle music. It's really good. GriffinOni. Thanks for coming. I can't wait for this game to get an update. I think it is this one. This one did get a major update when Switch 2 came out. Like, it's night and day how well this game runs on the Switch 2. It's ridiculous. Heh, this might be quite a shock for you. The big boss, Cassiopeia, they were both me all along. When I saw you make quick work of those Team Star lackeys outside school that time, the idea for Operation Starfall suddenly came to me. My skills let me get a hold of as much LP as I want, so I decided to use that to tempt you into helping me out. After the operation started, I kept an eye on you as a member of the supply unit. And I had you battle the bosses on my behalf. All for the goal of defeating me and putting an end to Team Star once and for all. But still, there's a part of me that wants Team Star to live on. I can't just roll over and let you win without putting up a fight. This is the final showdown. Are you ready? I'm ready. Let's go. Thanks. It's your boy, Clive, once again. Sorry to keep you. The letter of apology this time had me, preparations took longer than expected. That voice, are you Clive? Penny, so is you after... is that you, Cassiopeia? In the flesh. I have a task for you, Clive, if you'll accept it. I want you to record what happens next so I can send the video to Team Star. They need to see the outcome of this battle for themselves. Okay, will do. I don't think this is any better than if battling a student is illicit, then why would recording one be less illicit by this rule standards? Whatever. They'll allow me to introduce myself properly. I'm the big boss of Team Star. The name's Cassiopeia. No, Penny. Now, bow down before the overwhelming might of Team Star's founder. I need to turn this up in my headphones. Let's go, chat. All right, let's go. I won't hold back in this battle. I'll stay true to Team Star's code. All right, let's go, baby. All right, Umbreon's out. Right there, man. So good. So good. This is one of my favorite Pokemon battles. It's been like 4 attempts. Really? Alright, Flock Trick. Does that? Okay, it does lower attack. Alright, so now it's pure grass. Oh, super effective critical hit. Let's go. That lowering attack did not do anything, chat. Alright, Flareon's up next. I will say, if you want like a real Eevee challenge, the Kimono girls in Heart Gold, I would argue, are more difficult than this. That's just my opinion. All right, Josuke speeds up. More importantly, switching out Meowscarada makes it so that his attack will turn to normal. Switch back to Garchomp. Might check it out. One way you can check that out is checking out my Let's Play Pokemon Heart Gold. I'm pretty sure it's episode 44 where I fought the Kimono girls. I actually lost on my first attempt. It was a rough one for sure. But it's meant to be difficult. Leafeon, Megan X. All right, once again, it is using Baby Doll Eyes. That doesn't do anything because I'm a special attacker, but hey. And last up is Sylveon. I don't think I really have a direct counter to Sylveon. No, I do. Of course I have a direct counter to Sylveon. The direct counter to all things cute and adorable. Capitalism. I can't fault you in your battle skills at all. None of the bosses fell at your hands. Okay, that boosts Shadow Ball. It's not what I need. I need Make It Rain. Let's go. Time to Rat Slice. Shine bright, let the starry sky become who you really want to be. Make it rain, baby! Oh boy, that's a problem. Alright, let's go for our own Shadow Ball. And there we go, chat. That is how it's done. It's all over now. We got over 15,000 money, plus we picked up an extra 325 because we used Make It Rain. It's finally over, guys. It's done. We're done here. I think we should call it quits. Hold up. Are you saying we should break up the team? You gotta be joking. We got carried away with Operation Star. Now everything's gotten out of hand. Yeah, well, that's what happens when you round up a bunch of bullies in the courtyard and make a show of learning and some manners. We didn't even fight them in the end. We didn't do anything wrong. Indeed, merely we declare our intention to battle tooth and nail should the villains persist in their tyrannous oppression. 'Twas a bloodless victory, we assure you. Yeah, they didn't even send out their Pokemon. They just blubbered and apologized a whole lot. Our outfits must have spooked them good. But the bullies made a huge stink about what went down, and then they all ended up leaving the academy. Our plan backfired epically. There's no way we're getting out scot-free. I guess you're right. This little stunt might have put us up the creek. Well, they have to say put us up the creek because I can't actually use the term phrase. I'll fix this mess on my end. Just leave it to me. What are you saying? I'm the one who started Team Star. I dragged you all into this. So I'll take responsibility for everything. Oh, noble and kind big boss, you cannot. Now that the bullies are gone, you guys should start going to school again. Oh yeah? What about you? I can't go back. Why? There's no reason for you to stay shut in your room anymore, right? All I can say to you guys is thanks. Even though we never met in person, you were also kind to me. Stop right there, BB. Why are you talking like we'll never speak again? I need to go take care of some things. Prithee, speak to us. What is thine intent? Hey, big boss, answer us. Aww. Bye-bye, guys. Thanks for everything. Thanks for everything, GriffinOni. And you too, Clyde. I'm glad I can see this through to the end. I guess this is it for Team Star. And me, too. Hold that thought, Miss... Penny. I'd like to check something with you first. Check what? Why resort to something like Operation Starfall if you're the big boss of Team Star? Wasn't there any other way to handle this? Such a good game. Indeed. I tried telling the bosses that we were done once before, but they still didn't quit. Why not simply order them to? My code states that no one in the team has the right to order people around. I could ask them all to do so, but I could never order them. So it's back to the code again. Bosses must have taken it very seriously. They did. That's why I knew I could use it to force Team Star to disband. Because the bosses would do anything the code required of them. Even leave the team. Yes, and according to the code, they had to accept any challenge made to them. Thus, the idea for Operation Starfall. Cassiopeia, let me ask you one last thing. What does Team Star... No. What do your friends in the team mean to you? They're my greatest treasure. Splendid. Thank you for apprising me of the situation, Miss Penny. What? Now, young lady, there's something I should very much like to discuss with you. Hey, quit with the old geezer act, Clive. You're creeping me out. Indeed. Well then, before we talk further, allow me to reveal to you my own secret identity. Ha-ha! Director Clavel! Just as Cassiopeia was your disguise, the boy you knew as Clive was mine. But why? What is that haircut? You right. I need a way to talk to Team Star on equal terms. Students do tend to shy from speaking their mind to their teachers. After all, much more so when facing with the director of the academy. Yeah, but where to even start? Wasn't the outfit a bit much? Plus, I have some big feelings about that wig. Okay, see, we're all on the same page here. Even Penny agrees with you. Ahem. Well, that's quite enough of that for now. Everyone, why don't you come on out? Huh? No voice acting? Just kidding. Yo, big boss, long time no see. Momo. Like, seriously, people. Like, and like, I understand like some concerns would be like, oh, fans would get upset because like, oh, the voice isn't imagined in their heads. But it's like, when you make new characters, there's no obligation for them to sound specifically like anyone. What, you're just worried that they're all gonna sound like Sayu? What do you want? Anyway. We found you at last. You have no idea how worried we've been. Eri. Okay, gang, on the count of 3. 1, 2, hasta la vista, Cassiopeia, and hello, Penny. Now, Miss Penny, and each of you young bosses as well. On behalf of the Academy, I have something I would like to say to Team Star. You all have my sincerest apologies. Come again? As director of the Academy, I let you down. My handling of your situation was a dismal failure. What? I still don't... I mean, why? You all told me about your reasons for forming Team Star and about your subsequent actions. Ever since my first days as director, all I've ever experienced in the Academy is an environment blessedly free from bullying. But now I know this peace was built on the backs of your hurt and anger, and of course your immense courage in putting things to right. And so I'll get straight to the conclusion. The Academy's order for Team Star to disband and my threat to expel those who did not obey are hereby revoked. Does that mean what I think it means? Indeed, Team Star can continue to exist, should that be our wish. Whoa, Penny, isn't this great? Now we can all stay together. Oh, mine heart is giddy with glee. But I betrayed all of you. You mean Operation Starfall? Director Clavel told us all about it. As far as we heard, you only went through with it to save us from getting expelled. You were just worried about us, right? Not like we'd ever chuck the team just because someone told us to, after all. In our style. I cannot even begin to imagine how you must have feared for us, Lady Penny. Sorry for making you worry, BB. We're all okay now. But even so... Hold on, everyone. I have more to say. As previously stated, the requirement for Team Star to disband has been revoked. However, there are still some unsettled matters to discuss. Allow me to provide a few examples. Your protected truancy, your brazen customization of school uniforms, your unauthorized usage of Academy equipment, your reckless modification and jeopardous driving of Pokemon-powered vehicles. Need I go on? Your flagrant disregard for school rules cannot simply be overlooked. Bruh. Thus, as punishment, you will be required to engage in community service. Community service? Yes, specifically, I will be asking you to manage the STCs. And that stands for the Star Training Centers. They shall be facilities for cultivating Pokemon trainers' talents. I plan for the Academy to found them in collaboration with the Pokemon League. The idea came to me when I saw Master GriffinOni battling his way through your bases. The base's construction, as well as the battle tactics employed by the students of Team Star, are remarkably unique and creative. I would ask that you continue your team activities, but henceforth as STC staff members, using your former bases as training facilities. And that is the sum of it. Does anyone have any concerns? No? Sounds like fun, so I don't see how this would be anything but a win-win. This may be a weird thing to say since the STCs are supposed to be a punishment and all, but you should totally join in too, Penny. 'Tis true. We would happily have you at our sides, my lady. We can go to school together too. That way, if anything happens, we'll be there to protect you. We were already talking about how great it'd be to have both Team Star and school in our lives. This would be a sweet deal for us. So, what do you say? You guys. GriffinOni, what do you think? Give it your best. Huh? But, I just... No need to give you a response right this moment, Miss Penny. Do take some time to decide. For now, at least, I think our little group should go their separate ways. Not to say you should bring up Team Star after all. I simply meant it's time to leave. Master GriffinOni, please stop by my office later if you would. Convenient transition. Never mind. All right, let's go to the director's office. You guys see his head a little sprint down? Here you are, Master GriffinOni. I wanted to thank you all for your hard work in resolving the situation with Team Star. If not for you, I suspect I would have done the team a grievous injustice in my choice of punishment for their actions. You have my sincerest gratitude. Who is it? It's Penny. Miss Penny, come in. Hello, Director. About the STCs, I'd like to work on them together with the rest of Team Star. That's wonderful news. Thank you very much for your favorable response. But, I should be punished more heavily than the others, I think. Why so? Because of Operation Starfall? No, not that. Because of the other really bad things I did. And what would that be? You know, the LP I gave you both in exchange for helping me with Operation Starfall. I got hold of it sort of illegally by hacking the Pokemon League's LP management system. I see. That is quite a revelation. Yeah, I think we have bigger concerns, like why our bodies are not stabilizing. I did not think such a thing was even possible in the first place. It wasn't all that... I mean, I'm really sorry and I won't do it again. This matters rather out of my jurisdiction, I'm afraid. I will have to consult Ms. Gita, the Pokemon League chairwoman, on how best to proceed. I figured as much. I do apologize, Master GriffinOni, but I will have to ask you to give some privacy. Okay, before we do that, I want to just do one quick thing here. Not this. Pretty sure things are... Yeah, they are set the way they ought to be. Okay. Sorry. Where's us to toe? GriffinOni? Penny? There's something I want to talk to you about. Could you come meet me in front of the school stairs, you know, where we first met? I'll be waiting. All right, let's go. Hasta la vista. The 6 of us thought up that catchphrase back when we created the team. It's so cringy, it's perfect, you know? What's up with that animation? Anyway, about the LP thing, I thought I was going down big time for hacking the league point system, but they're letting me off easy. What happened? The Pokemon League said they'll waive my debt if I do some volunteer engineering for them. They even asked me to come work for them after I graduate, if you can believe that. Dr. Clavel and that Gita lady kept complimenting me, like a weird amount. Apparently I have outstanding talent or something. Sorry for calling you out here to meet like this. Still not so great with people face to face. I never seem to find the right words, but, thank you so much. You saved Team Star, and my friends along with it. I know words won't ever be enough to properly thank you for all you've done, so here. TM-169 Draco Meteor, that'll do. Yeah, that's basically like the dragon type equivalent of overheat. I'm sure I'll put this to good use. And one more thing. I want to repay the debt I owe you. If you ever think of a way I can do that, just let me know. I'm great with machines and hacking and stuff. So next time, I'll be the one helping you, GriffinOni. You need to stop walking with like such a skulk in your eye. You're gonna kill yourself. Well, you kill yourself with the pain anyway. Be seeing you then. Hasta la vista. Alright. That is 2 of the main missions down. Now the question is, do I want to knock out the 3rd one? Because it'll take a minute. It'll take a few minutes, but I think we can get this done quick enough. So let me just see where I need to go. All right, let's go. Nope. Not you. Tide Pokemon are so annoying. Yeah, they are, but it does kind of add that extra layer of immersion to the world, because you are in a position where it's like, no, you do have to be mindful of where you step. Okay, well, not gonna happen, Aracuda. Yeah, it's like, I know there's an entrance in the school to get to the league, but what's the point? Okay, I'm just gonna say, like, I don't have a problem with Tandem Mouse. I do, however, have a problem with shiny Tandem Mouse. It's impossible to tell. There's possibly a shiny Tandem Mouse on screen. I would never know. I'd never in a million years know. Okay, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm fully restored. So let's lock in, boys and goyles. Hello, GriffinOni. So, this is it. You decided to face the Pokémon League. The final test you must pass to become a champion. This mission keeps getting me. Is it? It's held here in this building. I wish you the best of luck from the bottom of my heart, GriffinOni. I look forward to meeting you again soon. It's annoying. It's like, it's not too bad. Honestly, I'll say the biggest problem with this, like, the first time I played through this, it was like in the earlier days of Scarlet where there were more glitches. And there was this glitch where the music of the Elite Four like just kept starting the first like few notes on loop. And so I never got to hear the vast majority of the Elite Four music, and it drove me mad. Because I was convinced that like that's all that there was. And I was like, really? This is it? And it's like, no, they did make a very well composed piece. You just can't hear it in game. But now you can. Thank you for coming today. Please do have a seat. I, Rika, will be your interviewer. Let's get started with the first portion of the champion assessment. We'll begin with the interview. First things first, let me see how many gym badges you have. Excellent, you have all 8. Next, I'd like to ask you a few questions if you wouldn't mind, GriffinOni. Please think carefully, as you may automatically fail the interview depending on your answers. Let's begin. How'd you get here today? Rode my Pokemon. Very good, very good. Please tell me the name of the school you're enrolled in. Nananha Academy. Uva Academy is a parallel world. Oh, that's right. So what brings you to the Pokemon League today? Just for fun, I guess. Can't be a champion. I did it for the content, chat. That's why I'm here. I do this for the content. Yes, indeed. Why else would you be here, I suppose? Now, what do you intend to do when you become a champion? Win a battle in Nimona. See, interesting. Tell me, which of the 8 gyms give you the most difficulty? I think that's the other gym. I see. And what was the new gym that you faced there? Oh, God. Thank God for Google. Grusha. I'm glad you to remember. Yeah, I'm at the exact same point you are, and you start looking it up too late. Listen. It was a necessary step. But do you remember which type of Pokemon Grusha used? Ice. Wonderful. Building the skills needed for the champion assessment is no small feat. You must have met a lot of Pokemon to get here, GriffinOni. What was the category of Pokemon you chose for your first partner? The Duckling Pokemon. Very good, very good. Now, please forgive me, but I'm going to repeat a previous question. All right, what do you tend to do if you go a champion? Want a battle in Nimona. Ah, yes, that's right. Next to the final question for this interview. Do you like Pokemon, GriffinOni? No, I hate them. That's why I'm only at part 65 of my Heart Gold Let's Play that just came out today. That's how much I hate Pokemon. Yeah, no, I like Pokemon. Good job, kiddo. How about routes at the interview? Let me be the first to congratulate you, GriffinOni. You just passed the first part of the champion assessment. On your first try, too, no less. Don't think anyone's done that since Nimona. Anyway, time to switch gears and get ready for the next segment. Second segment is where we call the Elite Test. And you'll be facing Elite Four in Pokemon battles. I guess it's pretty obvious from the name of the test, huh? Anyway, we're the best the league has to offer. You'll be facing us 4 in a row. No turning back. This won't be a cakewalk, I promise you that. Make sure you're all ready. Go into the room behind me. Okay, okay, I can't. Okay. I should have bought more items. Like, I should be okay, but... in principle, I probably should have. Whatever. I should be fine. I haven't been struggling with these higher level battles at all. We will see. Now then, let's get this started, eh? Good old Rika be the first Elite Four to take you on. I'd say I'll go easy on you, but I'd be lying. Think fast. Yeah, they just straight up cut out. Alright, I finally get to battle you. I've been looking forward to this, so don't you give up too soon. Yeah, they just straight up cut out the part that was on lube. It's just like, I'm not dealing with it anymore. Don't blame you. Alright, let's go. Ooh. Oh, let's go, chat. We dodged, Blizzard. That could have been a potential problem, but it wasn't. Alright, Don Fan's up next. Let's set up with Josuke and see if we can't get some speed boosts going. Alright, Aqua Step. Alright, Josuke Speed Rose. Earthquake. Potentially a problem, not very much so. Aqua Jet. Alright, Doug Trio. Let's go. Doug Trio is very fast, but fortunately we did set up a previous Aqua Step, so it's safe to say I'm probably faster. We actually caught 2 Doug Trio in episode 64 of my Heart Gold Let's Play relatively recently. One will have to be traded out later, but one of them I'll keep. So I still need to decide which of the nicknames that have been recommended in the comments I'm going to end up using. Oh, also Camerupt was here. Alright, Clodsire. Poison ground type. Nah, impressive. You really are something else, kiddo. I'm gonna assume it's gonna lock in on it being a ground type because, well, I know it is gonna do that. But moreover, he's been using ground types for all of his Pokemon, so reasonable assumption to make here. Let's finish this. Go on, Clodsire. Shake things up a bit. Behold, perfection, chat. Clodsire is actually like, it's not my favorite Pokemon. Oh, you mother hecker, you. It's not my favorite Pokemon, but it's definitely like up there. Like it's amazing how they were able to just basically just take Quagsire and make it long instead of tall. Oh, it's got Water Absorb! Or just sad because things are about to get a bit shaky. Get it, chat? I forgot that it had Water Absorb. Okay, fine. Fortunately, it does become a pure ground type whenever it does that. They just get Mago down, though. That's all right, though. I got totally caught with my pants down because of Water Absorb. I should have switched out to Meowscarlet. That's all right. I'm pretty sure they let you heal between battles anyway. Once again, just stalling. This is actually one of the biggest problems with with Pokemon using like Protect, because like in most cases when NPCs have Pokemon that use Protect, it really is just to stall for time and waste power points. That's all it does. Whereas like in the competitive meta, Protect is usually used with some degree of purpose. Using Protect like alongside Leech Seed to maximize on like health that you drain with it is usually a good strategy. That face. Not bad, kiddo. Talk about unfair. No way I was ever going to win that one. Still though, what a great battle. Felt good even to lose. Not a whole lot of trainers have the skill to make it past the elite test. But who knows? I'm beginning to think you might be one of the few that do, GriffinOni. Better to stay on your toes, though. The second Elite Four is stronger than me. You're up next, Squirt. Come on out. Yeah, so again, how is this, like... Because the Elite Four, like, implied to be, like, upper members of the government. They employed a child, a tiny child, into the government. And we don't talk about this. Oh, wow. Did you lose, Rika? Yeah, I did. He's no pushover, let me tell you. Be watching from the side. Avenge me if you can, eh? You bet I will. Okay, so we can. Take a second. All right, and okay, she uses steel types, so we'll open with Gabrias, and then we'll work towards Mega X when the time comes. So cool you made it this far, but this is where you say bye-bye, mister. All my Pokemon are super tough. Your weak attacks won't work on them at all. They'll bounce right off. You'll see. I can't wait for you to meet my friends, so here they come. Like, she is a toddler. What happened to the rule of, like, you can only get a Pokemon when you're 10? What happened to that rule? Go on, Raja. Smush him. All right, we'll go all in. Oh yeah, that's the neat thing about the Terra Orb. Like he says, like, oh, you can only use the Terra Orb once, and then you can only use it after you go to Pokemon Center. Yeah, except when that's not the case. It's such a nonsense concept, and then they apply. It's like, oh, you need to buy the DLC and go through the whole facade in order to just have unlimited terrestrializations. Yeah, right. All right, Corviknight, Crud. We can try a certain approach. Oh, it's got the good ability. Okay, let's go. I knew it. Crunch. So Crunch, as of Gen 6, I want to say Gen 6, changed its type modification. So originally, Crunch was resisted by steel types, but changed to neutral because I believe it is the like this Psychic Steel type proved to be too effective of a defensive Pokemon. Metagross was really good, and so they made it so that Steel no longer resists Ghost or Dark, so that way it at least has a couple more weaknesses. Flamethrower! Alright, Bronzong. We need to assess the situation, and Flamethrower is going to be easiest to do that. The problem with Bronzong, well, not that it matters. Bronzong is tricky because it either has Heatproof or Levitate for the ability. So it's either... So Heatproof either makes it like ostensibly not weak to steel by having... Not weak to fire by having damage from fire type attacks. Or with Levitate, it would be immune to ground types, would be its other weakness. So it's missing one or two weaknesses, but you don't know which one. Alright, setting up Light Screen. And still no usage of Full Restore, so that's fine. Alright, Tinkaton. Yeah. Let's... Well, nah, let's just keep him in. I'm not scared. My last Pokemon will turn things around. I like that she has both Tinkaton and Corviknight on her team. If you know anything about those two Pokemon, you know that Tinkaton is actually Corviknight's predator. So, it's like, how does that work in a team composition? It's like, great, now it's gone from Fairy Steel type to Pure Steel type. It's outright counterproductive with respect to like dealing with dragon types, because like Fairy Steel is actually pretty good. Oh right, Light Screen. Oh, let's go, Stone Edge Mist. Okay, we weren't gonna get a free shot again. All right, that takes care of that. All right, Master Crowder grew to level 67. Laugh in the chat because that's apparently a funny number now. Why? Want to take revenge on you, Rika? Want to take revenge on you? Don't you mean for you? Okay, thank you. I'm sure you mean take revenge for me, Squirt. I don't think I did anything wrong by you. Hate to say it, but you lost, Poppy. Better call the next guy. That's right. I haven't had to do this in a long time. How old are you? Is your turn, Mr. Larry? All right, hype in the chat, everyone. Literally the best character that they have made in like 10 years. Like, so unironically, the best character. Hello there. It's me, Larry. All right. Let's do a little bit of restoring here. Nope. There we go. Alright, I forgot Hyper Potion only restores by 120 in this game. Okay. Given what we are working with, next we're going to have Zips up at the front. Let's do one quick thing here while it's on my mind. Pretty sure I have what I need to do this. Neat. I don't have it. I don't have it? Nope. I do not have... We can at least give this. I wanted to give it a magnet, but I don't have a magnet, it would seem. So, we'll have to do this magnetless. So, you made it this far. I serve as a member of the Elite Four too, yes. Unfortunately for me. I've always wondered why they always leave their Pokemon at level 60 if they're not 100 if they're the Elite Four. Well, it's meant to be a reasonably fair test. At my gym, I use Normal-type Pokemon since I feel they have a lot in common with me. But, well, the boss told me to use a different type here. So if you have any complaints, please take them up with La Primera. But it is a fair criticism. Anyway, time to get to work. Alright, time to deal with Yaharia, the Elite Four. Alright, Tropius. Not ideal, actually, for what I was trying to pull off here. Well, I'll be trying my hand with Flying-type Pokemon this time. Okay, not good. So... I think. Let's try this. See how this works. Nope. Sucker Punch didn't work. It's not. It's setting up. Okay. I may have gotten done outplayed, chat. Okay, let's do this. Let's capitalize on the intense sunlight for now. And assume that's going to go for Solar Beam again. Now my question is, does Tropius have chlorophyll in this game? Let me check my Pro Dex here. Wait, am I flamethrower miss? It's like, there we go. I didn't even notice. Yes, it does have chlorophyll. Alright, just in time for... Alright, Staraptor's up next. Let's try Zips Up again. It would have had to have had chlorophyll. If it had anything other than chlorophyll, it would have had solar power, and solar power would have lowered Tropius' HP every turn. Wow, I didn't do anything. Get roasted, board. That's a shame. I just worked on Staraptor's bio yesterday for a future episode of my Heart Gold Let's Play. And I did indicate quite clearly that Staraptor, like, is a really good flying type. It's like, in Gen 4, it's easily the best, like, Route 1 flying type you can get for yourself. But I did also say that, like, as of that point of the series, in the later games, it does get outclassed by Talonflame, unfortunately. Not to say it's bad. And certainly getting a Mega Evolution in Legends ZA helps with that a lot. Alright, Oricorio is up next. I don't remember which form of Oricorio he had, so let's just fall in. Alright. Electric Flying. Perfect. Oh, it's Icy-Wind. Jesus Christ. Uh-oh. Well. Oh, that was a critical hit. I was like, why did that do it? It didn't eliminate half my HP the first time, but critical hit would do it. Alright, that definitely deserves a little bit of ridicule. Alright. Well, when in doubt, chat. Capitalism. All right, Flamigo. Okay, it'll transform into a pure flying type. I'm gonna keep capitalism in. You've been stronger than before. Guess I don't get a break today. Now, I have fully acknowledged that, yep, as I thought. At the risk of messing up my shit a bit, it's time to get some wind on our backs. I have acknowledged that Flamigo is, like, he's not, like, really the most inspired design, because, like, it is so basic when it comes to its design, and it is literally just one letter off from it being Flamingo. But it is actually a really good option to use early on in Scarlet because it has amazing stats. And the fact that you're able to get it as early on as you are able to is ridiculous. What? Excuse me? Oh! Right. Right. It has Scrappy, doesn't it? Let me double check that. Yeah, it does. So if you're not aware, Scrappy allows Pokemon to hit ghost types with normal or fighting type moves. So normally close combat should not have done anything, but I forgot about Scrappy. Always wanted to head into bed. Have a good one. Thanks, man. Thanks for coming by. All right. Well, you're a lot stronger than I recall. No wonder La Primera likes you. Now, I suppose the final member of the Elite Four is next. It's your turn, Hassel. Now, where could he be? Don't think he heard you, Larry. Come on in, Hassel. Larry, you may need to speak up just a little bit more. Hassel? Hassel, you're up next! We put some soul back into this man's eyes. Hello there, GriffinOni. Delights me to see you here. That's you, Larry. I see you made Rika do the shouting again, Alright, I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, he uses Dragon type. So let's get the team fully restored here. Okay, I got potions for days. Might as well use them. Okay, assuming I'm correct, let's switch Gabbias to the front and move on. I was, of course, obviously certain you would make it to me eventually. Young sprouts truly do grow with the sign of speed, yes. But I never forget for a moment imagine we would be facing each other so soon. Now, a teacher's duty is to guide students and aid their growth. But I think I shall forget about my role as a teacher for a moment. That's a good shot. And wield all my might for the sole purpose of defeating you. I am Hassel, the dragon guarding the final fortress of the elite test. Prepare to learn firsthand how the fiery breath of ferocious battle feels. Alright, Noiburne's up first. Show me everything you got. I shall face you with my full strength. Alright, one pseudo legendary versus another. Opening up with Super Fang. Super Fang halves your HP. So it's not super effective. It will never knock out a Pokemon. But Super Fang does cause you lose half your HP no matter what. Alright, Flapple. That is a grass. The grass dragon type. I am going to we're gonna play smart here. So Meowscarada has the Protean ability. So if we bring in Meowscarada and immediately go for Play Rough, that will change it to Fairy and I will make it immune to dragon type attacks. So let's do it. Alright, Dragalge. We'll leave Meowscarada in for now. Oh, wait, that actually is a problem. So, Dragalge, for the uninitiated. Dragalge is a dragon poison type. Poison types resist fairy type moves, which means that it actually has an advantage over Meowscarada. It would regardless, but I forgot about that matter. Alright, Haxorus. Alright, that takes care of that. Last up is Baxcalibur. Out of an abundance of caution, I am going to... Let's switch in Josuke for this one. Oh wait, no, he's gonna switch it. He's gonna make a pure dragon once I do this. Baxcalibur is ice type, but it'll become pure dragon in a moment. Still, come, oh great dragon, and take a Terra Jewel as your own. No point in letting this drag on. Behold the power to overwhelm man and everything. Get it, chat? Wasn't even super effective, and it still knocked them out of one hit. All right, awesome. Josuke got to level 69. Now we can laugh, chat. The mighty dragon has been felled. You really did it. Oh, wow. Huh. Wonderful. I'm just so proud of you. Blah. Oh, don't cry, Grandpa Hassel. There. Want a hug? Sorry about all this, GriffinOni. The old man can get like that sometimes. So what do I do? I'm just so overwhelmed. Guess I gotta do the talking. Anyway, your result of the elite test of the champion assessment is... I pass. No doubt about it. Yeah, you're tougher than steel. Yep. You did so beautifully. Congratulations. I'd say you're good to go, but there's actually just a wee bit more to champion assessment. This will be your final trial. See the door back there? Our fearless commander, the final opponent you'll face for your test, is waiting beyond it. Her skills are so amazing, she was able to strong-arm all of us into joining the Elite Four. You won't find a mightier champion. Though I think you'll do fine, kiddo. You beat me, after all. I'll patch up your team on the house, so don't lose, you hear? I really love your Pokemon, mister. So I'll cheer for you as hard as I can. Well, good luck. Even a baby dragon can breathe fire! Whoa, guess you got over your sobs, huh? You can do this. We all know you can. Now go, young GriffinOni. Your hands may be small, but let them seize a great victory. Why are you focusing on my tininess? I know that I am a child, but seriously, like, why focus on my hands? Alright, anywho. Oh, I'm already fully restored. That's convenient. Alright, let's do the final test of the champion assessment. We all know what it is. Oh, and great, it's raining. That's just fantastic. Welcome, GriffinOni. Gives me great joy that you've managed to make it all the way up here to the pinnacle of the Pokemon League. The final test is battle against me, the top champion. To pass, all you need to do is win. But before we get started, I should apologize for one thing. You see, I have a trait that some might say is inappropriate for the league chairwoman. I'm utterly incapable of holding back when it comes to Pokemon battles. Maybe that's why nobody passed this test recently. It's a bit of a problem, to be honest. But you might manage something wonderful, like Champion Amona did. So, are you ready for your final test? I want to see the true measure of your talent. Yeah, Gita's not that hard. Like, sorry to say, like, she has a great design, no question about it. Psychic flying. But so underwhelming. I hope you can defeat me and become a champion yourself. So at least this time I can. Oh wait, I had Crunch. Crud. What's the matter? You're not one to let something so insignificant fluster you. They say that because they land a super repetitive hit on me. And now that I've landed a super repetitive hit on them, she's probably gonna acknowledge that too. Yes, that was the correct decision in the situation. Please continue. Alright, there we go. Alright, Veluza. Alright, Veluza. Alright. Another Crunch. Oh my god, Ice Fang missed. There's only a 5% chance of that happening, chat. Oh, we got so lucky there. Let's go. Critical hit, super repetitive Crunch. Let's go, guys. Truly devastating blow. That deserves the standing ovation. I got that because I landed a critical hit. Alright, Avalugg is up next. I do not have a proper way of dealing with that with Gabrielle, so I'll switch to Mega X for this next one. Alright, King Gambit is up next. That is a Dark Steel type. Bit of a risk factor to keep my Mega X in here, but I'm not too worried. Because I can set it on fire with my mind. Like Sparky Boo Man up in here. Alright, go Goat. Set to go on fire. Alright, Glamora is up next. Her signature Pokemon. Don't think you've won just yet. Lady, you've landed like one hit against my team in the entire time we've been fighting. Alright. You'll let the guys all trainers, Glamora. Oh, wait. I forget, does it become rock or poison? Like, not that it particularly matters, but I forget what Glamora turns into. Rock. Why did this thing get a Mega Evolution? It's so silly. I love that it becomes a rock type only, but then it becomes like, oh, I'm gonna use Earth Power. Not a rock type move, which would also be super effective. This is how you're supposed to let your move. This is what it takes to be at the top. Oh, I see. They did that because Carablast. I want the record to show that I basically let her do that because I didn't want to switch out into an attack. All right. Now that we know what we're dealing with, I'll have Josuke finish the job here. Should be my starter that does it. Oh, that almost would have worked. Critical hit, poor thing. Dude, you do not have to commentate on every single step of this. A little silly, my queen. Oh no! Toxic Spikes has been let out of my field. Anyway. Three level ups. You go beyond my imagination so easily. Such overwhelming power. Such amazing skill. It seems Paldea has gained another wonderful trainer to be proud of. Congratulations. It's my honor to call you Champion GriffinOni. Congratulations is right. Now I can really say you're good to go. Yeah, you did it, mister. Congratulations. Just amazing. I can't hold it anymore. Oof, crying again. You Pokemon trainers are the treasure of Paldea. And amid that treasure, champions are the jewels that shine brightest. Champion GriffinOni, it is now your duty to set an example for all the trainers of Paldea. Now allow me to walk you back to the entrance. I'm certain you'll find a familiar face awaiting you. Alright, friends, just have one more thing we gotta do, and then we'll wrap this up. Oh man, I can tell just by looking at you. You did it, right? You became a champion? Yes. Haha, I knew all along. I got word from La Primera when you cleared the elite test. Oh man, GriffinOni, I'm a champion, and now you're a champion. Which means we're true equals. You and me, both champion ranked trainers. This is amazing. Now that you've made it here, I've got one thing to say. Let's you and me be the best rivals for life. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, Stoma, yeah! Alright, you know what rivals do? Battle their absolute hearts out. I'm gonna hit you with everything this time. You ready? Do wait a moment, Champion Amona. Oh, what's the matter, La Primera? The champion assessment has only just ended. I believe a rest is in order for Champion GriffinOni, Garchomp, and the others. Champions must be understanding toward their opponents. Right. There I go, getting overexcited again. Sorry, GriffinOni and Garchomp. Well, screw the rest of my team. I also must ask, is this roadside really the setting for you, the setting you two want for your first battle as true equals and rivals? Now that you mention it, it's a good point. In that case, we can use one of the Pokemon League battle courts? Sure, it's somewhere more fitting. A place with special meaning for the two of you, perhaps? Special me, huh? Let me see. Anywhere I leave mine, GriffinOni? Mesagosa. Mesagosa? Oh, good call. Place where we set out on a journey. That reminds me, GriffinOni. Remember back when Director Clavo explained the treasure hunt? You know how he told us to go in search of our own treasure? Well, I know what treasure I got out of all this. I found a true rival. Someone who can stand up to me at my full capabilities. That's right, I mean you! I'm so glad I got to meet you, GriffinOni. Anyway, that being said, I'll be waiting for you at the battle court in Mesagosa Central Plaza. See you there! The respect you two share is palpable, even a bit enviable, to be honest. I'm known as La Primera, but even when facing me in the final test of her champion assessment, Champion Amona didn't reveal her full might. In you, I suspect she has found someone she can battle without holding anything back. Alright, let's go battle Amona, and then we'll call it a night, chat. Alright? Fly directly into Mesagosa. Once we get that dealt with, we will call it. Any second now, I'll have a voice to speak with. There you are, GriffinOni. You ready for a battle between champions? Hello, who the best actor to play Xenoblade live action movie? Is there, or maybe it's your best anime adaptation? What's the best choice you have? I mean, it depends on like it depends on like which Xenoblade story you want to go with. So like if you were going like assuming, let's say for the sake of argument, It's like the first Xenoblade game. Gosh, it'd be hard to say. I'm not as like I would like prefer it to be British actors. And I think it would be like nice if you had like the original voice cast playing just kind of more like third party roles, kind of like they did with like the Mario Brothers movie. Especially like with Schultz and Melia, especially I think if they're like respective voice actors came back in like more tertiary roles, I think that'd be nice. Oh, Lycanroc was knocked out. Sorry. All right, Guja's up next. So that would be one. All I'm thinking of like right now is like, would Peter Capaldi work well for the Emperor? You think? The Elder of Alchemot, Palmot. Let's keep Garchomp in. Possibly. Either the Emperor or Zanza. But, well, not Zanza. The giant kept in the prison island. I just like Peter Capaldi. The real tricky thing is deciding what you would want to do for Dumban and Mumcar. Because, like, Mumcar matters, so, like, it has to be Mumcar. Just want to be 100% certain that this does work out. Because if I don't take out the Dunsparce right now, it could be a problem. Because I think its attack is maxed out. Alright, bulldoze again. What? Oh, that's right. I totally forgot about the Earth Eater effect. Okay. Dewa. All right. All right, Skeledirge is up next. Hope that I'm correct on this. I don't know why I'm blanking on this. Oh, yeah, no, I was right. I don't know what I was thinking of. I was thinking of Grievard for some reason, but yeah, no, this is absolutely the correct play here. Oh right, I already locked into Terrestrializing with the Garchomp, so we do need to do this without Terrestrializing, but that's all right. We do need to get Skelders off the field quickly though, because that Torch Song is actually a very devastating move to set up with. Every single time it's used, its special attack goes up. So getting it off the field quickly is going to be priority number one. Well, I guess to be fair, Torchline's not very effective, but I mean, can't maximize on your Terrestrialization with just Shadow Ball. All right, there we go, chat. Get trashed. You did it! This is legit incredible. You're strongest out there, GriffinOni. God. I mean, you knocked me flat. I was giving you absolutely everything I had. Everything I... oh man, Pokemon battling. You all right? It's so much better. So much more fun than I ever even knew. Thanks for that incredible match. You beat me for real this time. Ah, that's a nice clean sound effect right there. Now let's give ourselves a minute and have a quick break, GriffinOni. For round 2. Bro. Which Pokemon should I bring out this time? Decisions. Like, how do I put this? I'm gonna be very careful how I phrase this, but like, Pokemon battling, like, for her is basically her love language. Like, it can't be, it can't be overstated. Yo, Arvin here. Bow wow. Whoa, down boy, don't jump like that. Seems like hearing your voice has old Mabastif here all worked up, GriffinOni. I literally said nothing. Oh, but that's not why I called. Nearly forgot. You remember what we talked about before? About going to Area 0? Yes. Of course you do, you little know-it-all. Got a mind like a seal trap, eh? Well, all the effort you've been putting in around Paldea really helped you make a name for yourself. Build up some goodwill, that's for sure. So I've been able to secure 2 allies who want to go to Area 0 with us. That should have us ready to tackle anything. So now we just all got to get there. First step will be gathering at Area 0. I'll be ready and waiting at the 0 gate. I'll send you the location on your phone, too. Don't let me hanging forever. We'll be waiting. All right, let's save real quick. Okay, I think that's gonna go ahead. That's gonna be it for tonight's stream chat. Again, I do these kind of weekday Pokemon streams just whenever I happen to have extra time after editing videos, and that's what I had today. So that's gonna be it for now. Looking ahead, we still have one more episode of Pokemon Heart Gold coming out on Friday. Another episode of Pokemon Heart Gold came out today, so if you have not watched that, please do so. We get a lot done in that particular episode. We explore Pewter City. We get some really, really important items. We resurrect some certain prolific fossils, and we fight Brock the gym leader. So if any of that interests you, feel free to give that a watch. Now, as far as like streaming coming up ahead, I might be able to get episode 69 done tomorrow, just in terms of my editing, and assuming that is the case, we might do another live stream tomorrow. Otherwise, there's not going to be a live stream until this Sunday, probably. And main reason is because Friday night I'm doing Game Night with the boys, and Saturday my friend Paige is coming to town. We're gonna go watch Iron Lung together. So my time is hers for that day. So and if nothing else, there definitely will be a stream Sunday. Probably, more likely than not. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate your time. If anyone is watching on Twitch, feel free to stick around for a minute, because we are going to go raid my friend Carissa's channel. Otherwise, I'll see you all next time. Good night.